Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. To a logical mind, sunbathing is insane. We lay our unprotected bodies under a giant ball of nuclear fire. We absorb radiation that burns our skin, dehydrates our cells, and ages us prematurely. And we do this voluntarily. We call it relaxation. But imagine you are an alien biologist from a planet with a dim sun. You arrive at Earth. You see millions of dominant life forms lying flat on the ground, immobile, facing the star, coated in reflective oils. You wouldn't think they are relaxing. You would think they are plugging in. You would conclude that humans are not mammals, but biological solar panels that require constant photon bombardment to function. Today's story is about the Solar Observation Unit of the Krell Empire. They planned to invade Earth during the summer. But when they saw the beaches of California packed with millions of charging humans, they realized they were outmatched. They couldn't fight an army that draws infinite power directly from the sun. This is the story of how a bottle of SPF 50 and a sunburned tourist named Gary convinced an alien fleet that we are beings of pure energy. If you love laying in the sun until you feel like a rotisserie chicken, smash that like button. You are charging your core. And if you want to see an alien panic because a cloud blocked the sun, subscribe and ring the bell. Status: recharging. High observer Xyloth looked down from the orbital station Soul Watcher. The target planet, Earth, was rotating. The hemisphere facing the star was bright blue and green. Report on the surface activity, Xyloth clicked, his compound eyes adjusting to the glare. High observer, his lieutenant, Vark, replied. We have detected a massive gathering of the species in the coastal regions. It appears to be a mass ritual. Millions of them. Are they mobilizing for war? Negative. They are lying down. Xyloth zoomed in on a beach in Florida. The sand was covered in towels. On each towel lay a human. Motionless. Eyes closed. Limbs sprawled. Are they dead? Xyloth asked. Is it a mass extinction event? Sensors indicate they are alive, sir. Their internal temperature is rising. Their skin pigment is darkening. They are absorbing solar radiation at an alarming rate. Xyloth analyzed the data. They are not mammals. Mammals seek shade to regulate body temperature. These creatures seek the burn. They are aligning their bodies perpendicular to the photon stream. Conclusion: they are photovoltaic organisms. They are batteries. Batteries, sir? Yes, Vark. Look at them. They deplete their energy reserves during the winter cycle, and then they migrate to the coast to recharge. They are plugging themselves into the star. The aliens watched with growing fascination. They saw a woman sit up. She reached into her bag and pulled out a bottle of white lotion. What is she doing? Vark asked. Is that fuel? No, Xyloth corrected. It is thermal paste. Like on a computer processor. She is applying a conductive gel to increase the efficiency of the energy transfer. Or perhaps it is a coolant to prevent her circuits from melting under the intensity. The woman rubbed the sunscreen onto her arms. She lay back down. Efficiency increased, Xyloth noted. She has resumed the charging position. Look at the discipline. She does not move. She does not speak. She is entirely focused on the intake of power. Suddenly, a whistle blew. A lifeguard stood up on his tower. The technician. Vark identified. He monitors the grid. He ensures no unit overheats. Then a phenomenon occurred that terrified the alien crew. The rotation. As if synced by a hive mind, hundreds of humans on the beach rolled over onto their stomachs. Synchronization. Xyloth gasped. They have flipped. Why did they flip? To charge the rear capacitors, sir? Vark realized. The front panels reached 100%. They are now rotating to ensure an even distribution of solar energy. If they do not flip, they might warp. Ingenious, Xyloth whispered. They maximize surface area. They waste nothing. Then a cloud drifted over the sun. A large, gray cumulus cloud that cast a shadow over the beach. The reaction was instant. The humans groaned. Some sat up. Some shivered. Panic! Vark shouted. The power source is cut. The grid is failing. Look at them. They are displaying signs of withdrawal. They need the light. They are fragile, Xyloth mused. Without the star they power down. This is their weakness. If we block the sun they will enter sleep mode. But then the cloud passed. The sun returned. The humans cheered. They lay back down. They are back online, Vark sighed. The surge is restored. Xyloth scanned the crowd for high-value targets. He stopped on a man named Gary. Gary had been asleep for 4 hours. He had not applied sunscreen. He was a tourist from a cold climate. Gary was not tan. Gary was lobster red. His skin was glowing with a vibrant, angry crimson hue. "Commander!" Vark screamed, pointing at the screen. "Look at that unit. The red one." "By the void," Xyloth recoiled. "He is glowing. He is vibrating. Critical overcharge." Vark yelled. "He has absorbed too much. His containment field is failing. He is going thermal." Gary woke up. He moved his arm. He winced in pain. "He is in agony," Xyloth observed. "The energy is burning him from the inside. He is a walking bomb. If he touches anything, he will release megatons of heat." Gary stood up. He walked towards the ocean. "He is going to the coolant vat," Vark narrated. "He needs to quench the core." Gary stepped into the water. In the alien's imagination, the water boiled. "He is stabilizing," Xyloth wiped his brow. "That was close. One more minute of exposure and he would have gone supernova." "Commander," Vark said, looking at the tactical map. "We cannot invade this planet." "Why not, Lieutenant?" "Sir, look at the logistics. These creatures run on fusion power. They can lay in the sun for hours, absorbing energy that would fry our ships. If we attack them, they will just unleash their stored solar blast. We use batteries. They are the batteries. We cannot compete with an enemy that has unlimited ammo raining from the sky." "And the red ones?" Xyloth asked, looking at Gary waddling painfully back to his towel. "The red ones are the kamikazes," Vark theorized. "They overcharge themselves on purpose. They walk into our ranks and explode. It is a suicide tactic." Xyloth nodded grimly. "You're right. We are creatures of the dark. We cannot fight the children of the sun." "What are your orders?" "Withdraw," Xyloth commanded. "Leave the system. And warn the other fleets. Do not engage the Earthlings during summer. They are fully charged." The Soul Watcher broke orbit. Back on the beach, Gary sat down on his towel. He poked his sunburned shoulder. It turned white, then red again. "Ouch," Gary muttered. "I think I got a little too much sun." He didn't know he had just scared away an alien invasion. He just knew he was going to need a lot of aloe vera. And maybe a nap. Because charging is hard work. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. We think we are lazy when we sunbathe. But to the universe we look like machines topping up the tank. If you have ever been critically overcharged, sunburned, hit that like button. Comment below, do you prefer the sun or the shade? The aliens prefer the shade. Subscribe. And don't forget your conductive paste. I mean sunscreen. System fully charged.